Adventures in coffee. I'll explain in a moment. Still dripping. Still dripping. Come on. I think we're gonna run it as it is. So here we go in 3, 2, 1. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Thursday. It's January 14th, 2021. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. I'm nervous. I'll tell you why I'm nervous. And then you can be with me while I take this first sip. So I use this electric kettle to heat my water for my coffee because it's fast and it's convenient and I can make tea. Right? It's easy. But it was getting all chunky. It had scaling on it and needed to be cleaned. And what's the easiest way to descale? Some vinegar. So I put some vinegar in and some water and I boiled it a few times. And it broke up the scaling. It was great. But now it smells a little bit like vinegar. And I left it open last night, and I figured that would be all it took. Nope. It smells like vinegar. So, I boiled a few kettles of water this morning before I made my coffee, hoping to get rid of the vinegar smell. And so this might be vinegar coffee, and I'm scared, and we're going to do this together. All right. Ready? I don't think I taste vinegar. Yay! I was really nervous. If my coffee was going to taste like vinegar, it was going to be super sad. Well, yesterday was an adventure. Holy crap. So I wake up to an email from the billing system I use for my clients that says, hey, this client has initiated a chargeback. I don't know if you've ever been in business. I don't know if you know what a chargeback is. I don't know. Maybe you've issued a chargeback. Good morning, Nathan. But bottom line, because this client I want to be respectful. It didn't have to happen. And because of the way it's happened, it's costing me money. She had autopay on for her account. Didn't like autopay. Got upset in December, and I said, whoa, I didn't do this. You checked the box when you entered your credit card info. Here's what you've got to do. Oh, okay, thanks. Didn't do that. So it happened again. Card got charged. I got not a nasty, but a concerned email. Call me, I called. No answer. Sent an email. Got a reply to the email. All you have to do is go in. I don't have your card number. I didn't charge your card. This is the system doing it. No response to that. But then the next morning I get this chargeback. So I reach out. Hey, are we done? Is this how this is ending? Because this is the client that's been the most troublesome. Not because of poor expectations, but terrible communication. Terrible communication. Responds to less than half of my emails. Meaning that the progress that we've made is not nearly what it should have been. I freely admit that. And I've continued to find ways around that to try to change things around. I'll send over some articles for approval. 3 weeks later, they get read. What if you just change this article to this completely other different article? How about we just post this one as is, so we have something to show for the time and money? Oh, okay. So now, I think I'm getting ghosted by a client And so that's kind of frustrating. And so I'm dealing with that yesterday and feeling kind of sad because I work hard for my clients. I really do. And then my desktop computer starts going wonky. Now it's been wonky. It makes some noises. I'll spare you the technical stuff. But then it started getting bad. And I was like, all right, fine. My video card is struggling. Let me pull the video card out of this other computer. That one doesn't seem to work for some reason. I don't know. Let me go through the piles of electronics I have. I think this one's dead, but let me try it. Nope, that one doesn't work either. Trying everything. The only option I have left, unless I want to work off my laptop, which is going to take hours of setup, is to drive to Best Buy and buy some thermal paste to hopefully help my video card limp along. And so that's what I did, and it worked. So I lost 3 hours, 4 hours yesterday on that. Basically, I worked half the day. I was disappointed. It was sad. Not a great day. So that brings to today. It's a whole new day. It's a new day. It's a Thursday. We've got an episode out. What episode is out? What is today? Let's see. Something I bet Andrew and I did together. Stop showing me apps. Tablet. Had a great call last evening with Gabe as we talked about Whistlekick Live and things that are coming. Doesn't appear to be there yet. Unless it just hasn't been. Nope, there it is. Teaching martial arts to non-neurotypical students. Yeah. So, what does that mean? This is not an episode I did with Gabe. This is an episode I did with Shirley Meyer, who has been on the show. An author, martial artist, wonderful person. And it started, we were going to have a conversation about teaching people on the autism spectrum. But she wanted to expand it because she said, you know, it's not just autism. We're some of the things that we're talking about apply to other non-neurotypical conditions. And that was the term that she asked to use. She said, and once I understood it, it made sense. It's the most accurate, it's the most appropriate, encompassing term. And we had a great conversation. And if you at all are an instructor or a school owner, I think it's a great episode. If you are someone who is interested in possibly teaching, or if you're someone, even if you're someone who recognizes that some of these non-neurotypical affect might be the right word, exists today and is increasing in frequency, you might want to listen. So you got that. What else going on? Did not get as deep into the book yesterday as I wanted to. Only got through a few pages. There were some, as I already told you, some things going on. But as soon as I'm done here, I'm going to be at my desk chewing through that. I am behind on where I wanted to be, and that makes me sad. So we'll fix that. Nope, my coffee does not taste like vinegar. I feel distracted. I feel all over the place. I don't feel centered. So I'm gonna just try to focus right now. Even just talking about those things that I just talked about stress me. Life has stress. I am not the best at managing stress, but I've gotten a lot better, and I plan to keep working on it, keep getting better, like everything else. So Best Buy was my trip out of the house yesterday. Didn't go to the gym. Didn't do much. You know, over there, I'm not ready to show you it yet, but over there, a few feet from here, is a project, personal project that I'm working on that has a relation to martial arts. And when it is worth showing, I will show you because I'm excited. I haven't been excited for a project in a while, kind of a hobby sort of thing. No, the coffee's fine. If you hadn't told me about the vinegar in the pot, then I wouldn't have even known. I already want a nap. I just want to chill. So what's going on today? Forget the trappings of the past. Let's look to the future. Have a call with Justin of Martial Journal this morning. Have a call with a client. Have a call with another client. Oh, and by the way, this client leaving creates an opening. So if anybody knows someone, especially, yeah, I don't know that I want to work with anybody in that industry again. We're now kind of 0 for 2 for people being kind of unfun to work with. But yeah, if anybody knows anybody, wants some marketing and business help, I've got a slot now. And then I'll go see another client to fix their network, upgrading a bunch of parts. I think I talked about that last week, maybe the week before. And then when I'm all done with that, I've scheduled a couple phone calls with some friends this evening. And I might, that's going to be tight. I say maybe I'll go to the gym in between, but I don't think I will. I might try, depending on when I get out of that. I might go to the gym. I gotta move. I gotta do something. I don't do well being trapped in the house all day. Man, this is tough. I had a conversation with a friend, martial arts school client, and somebody on their teaching team ended up with COVID. And guess what? The teaching team hangs out together. So for any of you out there, if you have a martial arts school and there are a variety of people teaching, they all have their own classes, and they're also friends, and they socialize, you might want to implement some procedures around that. Not that you legally can say, you can't hang out with that person, but just a discussion, an awareness, because the school had to flip to remote unexpectedly with, 24 hours notice. And everybody's sad. COVID. All right. I feel like I'm not doing the best job today right now, so let me look and see what you all sent me to talk about, and I'll work from that. Oh wow, look at the spammy feedback we've got coming in. Yay. We've been getting more and more weird comments and spam lately, which I'm going to take as a compliment. It means we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. I got some stuff from Frank, and interestingly, I did not know this. Okay. Today, rapper LL Cool J turns 53. Many people know LL Cool J from his music and acting career, but did you know he is also trained in mixed martial arts? I did not know that. What I did know is that LL Cool J signed his first record contract it was 12 or 14, I'm pretty sure it was 14, back in like the very, very early days of Def Jam. For those of you that don't know, I'm quite the fan of rap music. And early LL Cool J, he was incredible. He did not quite keep up with the times with his skill and adapt. But instead more or less transitioned into his acting career. He's a legend in the genre, but not my favorite. Not even close. All right. So we've got some quotes here from him. I don't think you should go around talking trash about people because I think that's how you get your hat handed to you. Yes. I have never understood the mindset where people think it is okay to just go around and speak ill of others that they don't even know. When I think about this, I think about being a kid and just saying, oh, I can't wait till I'm an adult and that this bullying crap isn't going to happen. I was so excited. I believe that. Nobody had told me that adults bully too. And then I got older and I went, seriously? People still do this stuff? And I remember specific instances. Now, here I am, 41, far more confident, far more able to articulate how I am feeling in the moment. And I'm thankful that people don't just run their mouth around me. Because now I don't have to deal with it. If they did, I would deal with it. And I don't mean the way I used to. I mean, I would say something back. I have no problem sticking up for myself. But the problem with adult bullying is it tends to take other forms. It's usually much more subtle. It's power struggle at work. It's spreading rumors quietly. I can't stand that crap. It drives me insane. Yeah, let's move on. No, I think there's a little bit of vinegar taste in there. My coffee tastes a little like fish. Yeah. Which doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Do it even when you don't feel like it. You need endurance to get through life. When you say you're going to do something and don't do it, you'll feel like you can't trust yourself. How about being able to trust the man in the mirror? If someone around you is constantly saying, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and then they don't, and they have excuses, how do we feel about them? You're not trustworthy. You're not going to put your faith in them. Why wouldn't the same apply to you? We're really good at making excuses for ourselves. Oh, I couldn't do this because of that. Oh, I couldn't do this because of that. Then don't commit to doing it. Don't say you're going to do it unless you're sure you can do it. If you say you're going to do it, do it. It's one of the things I'm really proud of about myself. If I tell someone I'm going to do something, I do it. There are very few people in the world who can point to any specific examples of things I said I was going to do that I did not do. In fact, I'm going to guess that none of you watching or listening are able to point to a single thing. Because when I say I'm going to do it, I do it. If I say I'll get this to you by tomorrow, I don't care if I have to not sleep at all. I will do it. Now, of course, that might mean we might be talking about different levels of severity. You know, if I say, hey, I'm going to get this for you by tomorrow, and it's not a big deal, and then I get sick and I'm in bed, I might give myself an out there. Or I might ask the person to give me an out. But if someone's counting on me professionally, I show up. Show up and I give 100%. And I think that is part of why Whistlekick is starting to grow fairly rapidly now. Not in revenue, but in projects, in reach. Because people have seen the track record I have and the things that I work on. Oh, there's a call today with someone who wants to be the director of apparel. So we'll see how that goes. Stand up and face your fears, or they will defeat you. Easier said than done, but doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. Fears creep in from everywhere. Most fears come from inside, right? It's a fear of inadequacy, a fear of failure, fear of just habitual fear, legacy fear from being a kid or something. There are ways to face them if they're of value to you. I was having a conversation with someone Tuesday. We were talking about the anxiety that I deal with and my most recent strategy that has been really helpful. If you want to look up neuro-linguistic programming and pattern interrupts, that's kind of what I'm working with right now. And it's been really helpful. I've been dealing with anxiety all my life. I've been open about this anxiety for about 2 years. This is the first thing that's really given me hope that it might be a permanent solution. I trusted it would come along at some point. We have to be open to changing who we are if we're going to change things about us. If you say, this is just how I am, it's going to be this way the rest of my life, you're not going to change. If you can go to class, if you can learn how to do new things, if you can develop new skills, you can change anything about yourself. We are nothing more than food and water and air and light. Genetic code. That's all we are. We can change those things. We can change the ratios. We can change the quality. We can change so much more about ourselves than we realize. Most people, get to 25 or 30 and they're like, this is me. I'm stuck. If you want to see some great examples, go find my personal Facebook page. Look back to the early days. I think it was 2008, 2009. So there's 12 years, 13 years? You can see how much I've changed in that time. Personality-wise, physically. What matters to me, what I'm doing. I'm a completely different person. There's no reason that we can't continue to grow and change. It requires a willingness and an effort. 2 more. A man can make money, but money can't make a man. Money is the result of money is the result of the contribution of value to the world. Money has to come from other people. They have to show it is not necessarily conscious, but it is a result of bringing value to the world. And there are all kinds of ways that people can argue this point. Don't look for the counter examples. Those are small. If you want to make money, if you want to be a good person, those 2 things can line up. Show up, be good, do good, contribute back, give value, and then find a way to monetize that value. People will reward you. They will support you. It's good stuff. One more. Money is small and the soul stands tall. All those who don't realize this fall. If you research, you can find people who've had to rebuild their lives, people who lost everything. Now, the people who were able to do so, maybe even exceed where they were before, in every case, you will see that those people had will, they had drive, they had, as he's calling it here, a tall soul. They had something to lean on, they stood above the masses. The people who don't succeed in that rebuild, they were likely people who earned their fortune accidentally, or it was handed down to them or something. I'm in my second act. I'd like to think I'm doing a good job. So, all right. I'll admit, this probably was not my best show, but they can't all be. So if you watched, if you stuck it out to this point, if you listened, thank you. One of the things I like about this show is that it's authentic, it's real. I'm not going to lie to you about who I am and what's going on in my life. And sometimes the things going on in my life distract me. I bet most of you can relate to that. So if you've got stuff you want me to talk about, if you've got questions, if you're looking for feedback, if you have quotes you want me to respond to, if you want to do what Frank, fortunately, thankfully, does for me in this show every single day, you can leave something in the comment section once this show closes, and I'll be back tomorrow, Friday, because we do this every weekday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern here on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Go check out today's episode of Martial Arts Radio. See ya. Peace.